Hello and welcome to Bas Ruten's lethal street fighting self-defense system. Let me tell you first that I've been around. I've been a bouncer for many, many years and I've been fighting in the ring, as you know. So I know my things. All the techniques that I'm going to show you today, they actually work. I use them, so you can use them too. My first thing that I want to tell you is to keep your eyes on your opponent. Always, never look away from your opponent, because if you look away, you cannot see the glass coming, or the hit, or the baseball bat, or what about a shin kick in the head? No, keep your eyes open so at least you can go with the punch. This is very important. Also, I want you to look at his hands. What is he carrying in his hands? Is he holding a beer bottle? Is he drinking a beer? Hey, that's a weapon right there, because he can hit the beer bottle on your head. Is he drinking a nice little soda? Hey, that's a weapon too, because he can crush it and stab it in your face. And now, with this set being like talking to you for 2 minutes, if you didn't see me holding this knife, you could have been dead, my friend, because I can play the innocent person. I can say, look, sir, I really don't want anything of this, and I go like this, and I slit your throat, and it's over and out. Okay? With this set, keep your eyes open. Look what he's carrying in his hands. Very important. We're going to start. Get ready. Okay, and here we are. We are in a happening place, so you will hear background music and noises, but pay attention to me, that is, and not to the people singing in the back or the cars on the street. Okay? Now, let's go. There are many weapons that you can use. Weapons, I should say. I call them weapons. A glass. Very dangerous. You can stab it right in front of somebody's face. Then we have, of course, the pepper and salt. Now, if you have the time to screw this thing off underneath the table and you put the pepper in your hand, you can throw it at him and then you can attack. It can blind him, okay, at least for a little bit. The salt thing, nothing really is going to happen, but it's a nice little thing to hold in your hand and punch the guy with, or just throw it at him as a defense so that he blocks and you attack right away with a right, straight, left hook and all the finishing combinations from the Bas Ruten's Big Book of Combat. Now this, what can you do with this? Would you say? Same thing. Distraction. Throw it and it will work. This thing, very violent. Pick up the cap. This is metal, ladies and gentlemen, and this is metal. You can now punch and you can hit and you can stab it like this. That's a great weapon right here, okay? You won't break your knuckles, by the way, because you're holding something. This is a very strong weapon. Now, also a very strong weapon, and that happened one time in a restaurant when I was eating. I saw a waiter putting some hot sauce on somebody's foot, and he dropped one little drop of hot sauce into his eye, in the eye from the customer. And the guy was screaming from pain. It didn't work. So if you have the chance, well, unbutton this thing and square it into his face. Better yet, square it on your fingers, and the first confrontation with him, smear it in his eyes. Okay, those are the weapons. Come with me. We have a little bit more. Of course, a nice little plate. What can a plate do? I can throw it to you again, but I can also break it, and now it's a stabbing device. This is porcelain. It will have sharp edges, and it can cut your throat. You can cut people with it. Very dangerous. Watch out for that. Of course, the bottle of beer. Now, I want to tell you, if you break the bottle first, that's not going to work. I tried this one time in a fight of myself. I was on the street. I took 2 beer bottles because we were fighting like 7 guys. And I broke them, and they broke off all the way in here. So I had only the little pieces. And we started laughing real loud, and everybody was backing up because they thought, what is he doing? But it doesn't work. But if you break the bottle on his head, that will work for sure. Okay? You can also stab it, of course. Oh, look at this. Now, this is a very dangerous weapon right here. This is where they put the receipts on. You know, the waiters? Yeah, I don't need to tell you what you can do with this thing. Okay, hey, look at this. Now, this is a big one. Crush it in the face, throw it in, and attack right away. Combinations follow. It's a great weapon. And of course, with everything said, we have the bar stool. This, later on, is going to be very effective, especially if somebody is pulling a knife. Now you can hold him away from you, and you can throw it at him, and while you throw it at him, and he's defending, again, you can go for the groin, right, straight, left hook. You can follow it up with everything we have. All right.